sold out 15 cities, and honest to God, I'm surprised we haven't sold out more. Yeah, well, I know it. Well, that kid was a natural. We're seeing one more, but doubtful. Well, who's been fucking doing this longer, huh? Me or you? Right. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, I gotta go. Because all right, I gotta go. I'll talk, bye.
Would you like to see the sights?
No, thank you. I've got them memorized.
Great. Then let's begin. This is the wonderful Miss Flora Clover, my co-writer and the director of this production. You're here for the inkwell, correct?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm Todd Tatum, her co-writer.
If you're ready, could you give your name?
Jazz Givens, auditioning for the role of Terrence Brand.
All right, kid, listen. We have a very tight schedule and we don't have time for your stage fright.
My name's not Kid. Can I see the sights? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I thought he said he had it memorized.
Yeah, of course, they all do until they get in the goddamn room.
Damn it, Jazz.
Back.
Jazz Givens, auditioning for
You
the
got
role
that, kid. You're reading, please.
When I was little, I used to dread the thought of change. I never understood how teachers could work a job where they had to leave us year after year, never knowing if they'd ever see us again. I was never sure if they were as proud of us as they claimed to be, or if on graduation day, those flashy smiles were less out of happiness and more out of the pain of having to leave those that they've come to know. But then you get older and you begin to accept the things that you can't change, like missed opportunities and unreciprocated loves. And they say that, excuse me, sorry. And they say that,
Thank you, Mr.
they say
Gibbons. That's we've seen enough. Thank you.
No, they say that everything happens for a reason.
I'm sorry, am I not being
And-
clear?
And everything works out the way that they're supposed. And you're not as
Kid, thank you.
you're not as worried about things changing. Not as much as you're worried about the fact that some things may never change. No. And then you. it's not because you're incapable. It's because some ill-advised sense of fate made the decision for you. And then you start to think and wonder if purgatory is worse than hell. Even though deep down you know the answer.
Look, kid, a word of advice. Now, I know it's been a dream of yours to perform on stage and all that's all well and fine. But for professionals such as myself and Mrs. Clover, we do not have time to entertain pipe dreams from some snot-nosed little kid who, with at best mediocre talent, at an audition that is bureaucratic in nature. Fuck it, I'm calling security.
You then grow excited at planes that go missing and tornado-stained skies and endless bouts of rage. Not because you're a bad person, but because somebody told you that it's different from the usual. The endless everyday routine.
Okay, I do not have time for this. Give me a call when he's done.
You go on walks through the countryside and you try to see the same beauty in your surroundings that's apparent to everyone else, but it's not good enough for you, is it? So you begin to wonder, am I the one losing my mind? Or am I just ungrateful? But you know, the truth is, it's probably a mix of the two. And the worst part about it all is that I have a good life. I have a mother who loves me. I have a brain that computes and a body that's unweird. So I will remain honest to my pursuits. Convinced that one day I'll reach that higher place. But until that day, I'll remain content. Content in the fact that when I die, I will live. When I die, I'll live. In the clouds, in eternity, forever.
Are you available the night of the 19th? We'd like to invite you over for callbacks.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm sorry, before you leave, what was your name again?
It's Chaz.